So I wanted to talk about change today. Change is a dirty word. People don't like change. If you haven't seen someone in a while, you hear the insult, oh, you've changed. You've changed so much since you've done this or you've done that. Yeah, I've changed. Why would you not want to change from the time you were 18 to you're 21? That's mental. I've always had a bit of a fear of change whenever there's been a transition, whether it's from primary school to secondary school or secondary school to sixth form or sixth form to uni. I have this thing in my head that something bad is going to happen. Usually the summer of the change, between kind of May and September, I'm like, something is going to happen no matter what. Usually the bad things that have happened in my life usually have happened over the summers. I've kind of had to come to grips with change not being seen as this dirty word. Change usually indicates when you're moving from one thing to another. I'm going to get a new car in June. Good change, but it means I had to sell my old Mini. Bad change. I'm going to be moving in with my girlfriend soon. Good change, but means I've had to move out of my student house with all of my uni friends, and that's a bad change. But you can't have both. You can't have this good thing without sometimes doing something that you don't particularly want to do. People fear change, people hate change. God Christ, change is starting to sound like not a real word. Cheers, better recording. Jesus, I had this massive fear that I've just been talking to a I am talking to a camera, but at least it's recording, so I can put it on so you guys can see it. Change is something that needs to be embraced rather than resisted against. Finishing uni is one of the biggest changes in your life. You've gone from being in education for pretty much 21 years of your life. You're not in education for 21 years, are you? They don't funnel you out from your mother's vajayjay into nursery. Although I bet they'll start doing that with the Anyway, you're in education pretty much for about 16 years of your life, and suddenly you leave. You have all these uncertainties of what you're going to do, and you have to decide whether you're going to have to get a job in something that wasn't always the plan. It wasn't your dream job. You really have to square yourself with that. I feel like change is a very good thing. It shows that you're progressing, no matter what it is, good or bad. I use the term good or bad loosely, because what is good and bad? Even if you have a really experience, or even if you're going through a really horrible time. I hate the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Try telling that to someone with leprosy, but people who have been through a lot carry themselves differently, and that change helps them. They're the ones that you'll be able to go to when you're going through something, because they'll get it, whereas the people who have been stuck somewhere, had a very pristine life, usually are a bit boring and usually don't have much to say. From going to uni when I was 19, 20, 21. The amount that I've changed is dramatic. I've managed to grow pubic hair on my chin, which was something I never thought was possible for me. Going through uni and all the experiences that I've had, I've changed. But if 3 years ago someone said to me, over these next 3 years, you are going to do this and you're going to go through this and this is going to happen, and you're just mini sick. But if someone had told me you are going to go through these things, you're going to be a better person at the end of it, do you still want to do it? No. Why the would you choose to go through horrible things to make yourself a better person? But these changes and transitions help us build and change as people, usually into the better. So I don't know, I just think change gets a bad rap. And I think we should all embrace change a bit more and put ourselves in situations where we are challenged and it forces us to do something that we wouldn't usually do. It forces us to change in a certain way to adapt to the situation. And if we can all afford to embrace change a bit more, I think we'd all be a bit happier. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Don't go changing. No, do go changing and grow as a person. Don't go changing. Do go changing. Who's that song by? Ignore the words of Billy Joel. Do go changing. Focus.